Stunning new details from San Bernardino. Enrique Marquez, the childhood friend of Syed Farook, arrested on terror charges, revealing to authorities the neighbors had planned other attacks. This all comes as President Obama visits the victims in San Bernardino this evening. ABC's chief investigative correspondent Brian Ross is here with all of those details. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Amy. It could have been so much worse, authorities say today, if Syed Farook had followed through on his other terror plot for Southern California, with attacks on a college cafeteria and a crowded freeway at rush hour. That's the bottom line from the criminal complaint filed against Farook's longtime friend, Enrique Marquez. Marquez was brought to court in the back of this FBI vehicle after 10 straight days of interrogation. He wore handcuffs during a brief court hearing when he said little other than yes when asked if he understood the charges against him. But according to prosecutors, he has freely revealed that he and his longtime friend, Syed Farook, planned terror attacks some 4 years ago, when Marquez first bought the 2 assault rifles later used in the San Bernardino attacks. The earlier plots involved an attack on students in the cafeteria of this Riverside Community College, where both Farook and Marquez attended classes.
I was kind of shocked. I saw a picture on the news. It was him.
The other plot was aimed at this California freeway during afternoon rush hour. The plan was for Farook to throw pipe bombs onto the freeway, and Farook allegedly planned to then move among stopped vehicles, shooting into them, while Marquez shot into vehicles from a position on a nearby hillside. According to the federal complaint, it was Farook who persuaded Marquez to convert to Islam some 8 years ago, and then radicalized him using online videos from Al-Qaeda, including the extremist preaching of the now dead American Anwar al-Awlaki.
As Rasulullah says,
authorities also charged that Farook got Marquez to marry a Russian woman who was an extended member of Farook's family so she could come to the U.S. Marquez confided to his friends it was a sham.
He just said he married her for the visa, he married her for the paperwork, and they gave her 5-10 grand, whatever the money was.
In the month before the attack, according to the complaint, Marquez wrote this on Facebook: "My life turned ridiculous, involved in terrorist plots, drugs, antisocial behavior, marriage, might go to prison for fraud, etc." Prosecutors say there is currently no evidence that Marquez was part of the terror attack that killed 14 people in San Bernardino. But hours after that attack, they say Marquez called 911, threatening suicide. Asked why by the operator, Marquez said, "I don't know. My neighbor. He did the San Bernardino shooting. The expletive used my gun in the shooting." "You said he used your gun?" "Yes. Oh, my God." "What was the guy's name that had your gun?" "It's Syed Farook." This morning, Marquez is being held without bail after his first appearance in court. He'll be back in court for a bail hearing next week on Monday. If convicted on these charges, he could face up to 35 years in prison.
And, Brian, much of the trouble Marquez is in is from his own admissions before he had a lawyer.
That's right. The FBI says it repeatedly said to him, "You have a right to remain silent." He continued to talk, and now may have talked himself well into prison for a lot of time.
All right, Brian, thank you.